Welcome to today's trade ideas and signal. We'll be starting by reviewing our previous trades, and mind you, all our trades has 8 TP. All our trades 8 TP. Every of our trades, apart from the ones that got taken out around this level, but all other ones, 4 trades to be precise. All our 4 trades, everything hits TP yesterday. So that's a massive 24% return on our hmm, on our account if proper risk management is followed, and if you perform your due diligence in a manner that is worthy of it. So we have these levels here and everything, every please don't mind the background noise. Every level here has been ticked, and thankfully we've been following our trades from a very long distance, and I've always carried you along in my updates on it was this level, this particular 4 hour level that got us some retracement around this level that causes us to have some kind of shift in the market, but I still coming, not giving up in my direction, something, still pick another trades, at least to recover wherever we are lost within the movement of this level. So we actually didn't lose anything. We even gained more. So we didn't lose up to 4, and we have 24% gain on our accounts. And that's a very, very massive one. Very, very massive one. So I'm not the kind of guy that will just come around and show you results, because getting those results, it comes from a very long years of hard work. I've been doing this thing for over 5 years now, and I didn't come out to shout here and there showing you lifestyles. No, even in my Telegram group, I'm only dropping these episodes, and if you watch it, you will learn. And I didn't have time to teach that much yet. And at the same time, I believe if you really want to learn, the lectures are out there. It's not the free ones, paid ones are already out there. But the way I blend my strategy, and that gives me some level of uh, flexibility in the market, is kind of unique to some extent. So, but nonetheless, as the matter is currently, just continue, because if you don't believe in my trades, I really don't care. For real, I don't care. In the sense that I'm using what I'm teaching you. I'm using the free something that I'm giving you. I'm not the type of guy that will be forcing you to do this, do that, so that at least I can get something from you. What I'm getting from my trade, getting trading, there are different ways of making money in trading. You can make money by trading, and that's what I'm after. You actually, if I'm telling you that, okay, you should come and learn trading, you should do this, you should do that, it is because I want you to make money from trading itself. And if me that is now teaching you, that want to teach you, that is advising you to come, motivating you, giving you signal here and there, is not actually making money, then if I'm not making money from my trading, then how are you going to make money? So you should be able to differentiate between someone that needs your money to survive and someone that is giving you, teaching you how they are really doing it. Because as it is, we are kind of like doing what is it called? I'm actually trading and I'm making money from my trading. And that's what matters. So if you are making money from trading, you really actually don't need anybody's approval, anybody's money to. If I want to teach you, I'm going to collect money for it. Yes, because I use money in learning it also. So if I'm going to release all my ideas or hard work, all my long years of hard work, gathering the system, gathering the knowledge, gathering the strategy, I'm going to take money from you too. And this signal is even free. I'm not collecting anything from it because personally I'm making money from it also. So that's a justification to what is it called? To not shouting, to not bring it because I just sat down one day. Why do I need you? Why do I need to bring more people into the system? Like, what's the motivation behind what I'm even doing, what I'm bringing to the public? Because trading is personal business. If trading is personal business, then what's the motivation behind bringing it to public? Is it money? Because if it is actually money, the money you're going to make from simple trading, before you get that, and from maybe content creation or courses, you will sweat. Oh, because before you can teach someone to understand this thing, logically. Well, no be small work where you go do. You have to, in fact, and if the person is not fully motivated enough, you know, your stress, your everything in trying to teach the person might not even be worth it. Then I will take money. Then you know how many people I'll be taking money from. Which is better than to quietly sit with your system, do your analysis, take your dress, and move. And if anybody wants to learn, if they show the tenacity, then they continue to learn. But as it is, just kind of like you can be learning and be earning at the same time. So that's what we do around here. So, why is this word coming in? We have this massive something, and I'm not going to be sitting here showing you lifestyles. No, 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 no. So I just want you to know what trading is all about. So it's about it's so quiet, not all the noise that we are having here and there. So let's continue with our analysis. Here we are on our trading. All our previous trades got hit. We have this level. This is one. This is two. We actually have two here. We have two TPs that got it last week. Two TPs got it. So which is it kind of six. That would be six times six. So we literally have 36% gain. But minus the six, maybe we have four losses before we hit our TP because of the re-entry. Let's assume it's six. We still have like 30% gain. So which is massive in the market. So, now as it is, okay, let me show you another. That's three there. Then we have these levels here, and this particular one got it too. So this is part of the trade that we lose along the line. So then this is another trade I picked yesterday morning. I was expecting that maybe we're going to come below the, what is it called, this level before we go or forward, before we move higher. And it's still going to be our trade, but I want to take us through the analysis of how we get there, even though we've gotten 32 and a reversal. So we can be anticipating some kind of levels and some kind of things in the market. But nonetheless, we stick to this. Okay. So that will be that. These are all the trades. So let's go back to analysis. We raise all annotation and we're going to start afresh. Let's start from weekly. And here is weekly. Uh, we start from this internal structure, and I told you from way back in our previous episodes why I'm expecting some kind of reaction from this level, and I'm anticipating higher prices in the market. Anticipating higher prices in the market. I've talked about all these ones in our previous video, so there is no need. So this is where we are coming from. And now, if we're going to do our analysis and use structure, this is our, because the money has been transferred from this swing low to this particular leg. So I'm just going to pick this leg as our strong low, which we are expecting market to do what? To protect. We have this leg here, which happens to be our weak eye. So that will be our weak eye in the market. And personally, until we have a closure above this week high, then I can conclusively say on weekly that with I have noisy um people in this community, so don't be, it's not even coming from my own house, it's coming from nearby house. So sorry for the background noise. So we have until we close above this, then we can be talking about weekly. Uh, we can now be talking about this level, money being transferred to this level as a strong glow. But if we go to daily, we can still pick it because we can see closure above. So we can pick it as our strong glow on daily. So on weekly, this EST becomes our so. We have so this level still remain. These are weak high, and then we can be anticipating that these are weak high and it will still be taken. So automatically here becomes our dealing range. So here becomes our weak high, and we are expecting price to take the level. So if we have this level within the something, then here automatically becomes our dealing range. So here's the 50%. But what we can see is the proper mitigation of all these levels to this place. It is only this level that we now have that we didn't have proper mitigation. So there is proper mitigation of all the levels from 50% to that level. Everything in is properly mitigated. And on daily, if you can look clearly, you see this is the other block that gives birth to sponsor that movement upward. So going to give it as our other block. And that level is our level that will be anticipating some kind of price movement into before we go into the highs. So, but Euro USD sometimes just give us this is another that's a mitigation block of that level, and we see perfectly on that level that we have this that something that internal structure. But we have a liquidity below it, so we can be anticipating some kind of movement. But on 4 hour, it's standing out massively, and that will be an internal structure on daily. So what we can have, this is a mitigation block here. This particular leg here serve as our mitigation block, and we have another level which price is currently reacting from, and can target as something. This can be literally other block from that level. But anything can happen in the market. We have some kind of levels before we can justify that price is going to take this high with this leg here. But nonetheless, what I will be anticipating is this particular other block that we have here. So if I'm going to be expecting anything in the market, it will be around this level. So what I'm going to do, this is the other block on daily. This level is what sponsored this movement up. But if we are to check it on 4 hour, it's going to be this particular level here. So we have this level, and sitting perfectly is on this particular leg here. So this will be, and as we can see, we have a lot of things inside it. So we might kind of like close below this low because of the kind of reaction we are having from this level. And or we will still study this level, but kind of let's check this level out. Let's just take it out that way. We'll study it on lower time frame if we can kind of set from that level into this level. So even though we are still looking for buy, but nonetheless, if we are to check on lower time frame, the year I personally believe that okay, I'm not anticipating any movement below this low. So here will be a strong low, and that will be my dealing range on this particular level. So if it happens to be my dealing range, let's pick it that way. Okay, we have the 50% exact victory percent, and we can see, as we can see, price has mitigates that level. So we have a proper mitigation of the level. But today is Friday. Anything can happen in the market. I have two other places I'm looking forward to. Either this internal structure here, one, or we are picking from this OB on 4 hour. But what we can see particularly is this internal structure here, this particular internal structure. But I'm not going to trust the internal structure before because of the leg, this level that we have. So what I'll be looking forward to is this particular level. We can be selling from this high here. So we are within this range, and we are spot as you can see, we have this what is it called? This. So now what we'll be doing from all these levels is very simple. We have this other block on 15 minutes. I mean, on the 50% of the range that we have. So I'm not anticipating any closure below this low. So personally, we have this level giving us some kind of reaction, and we have another level here, which is a mitigation block of this particular leg that we have here. So if we're going to study, if we're going to pick any trade, it's going to be within this particular leg that we have here. So what we have on higher time frame, if I thought we're going to be taking any trades, personally, okay, I can be picking from this range here. This is very long something. This is the high of the other block, and we have a closure above this low. But personally, just for us to have some kind of so this is 52 pips. So what I'm going to be doing with this particular one is dividing it into two. So that will be 26 pips, be doing 26 pips. And 26 times 5, we're going to be doing 26 times 5. So that will be 260 times 5. That's 1003. That will give us perfect 1 to 5 that we are looking for in the packet. We save us from going, but nonetheless, let's duplicate this clone. So, Java reaction because don't want us to be staying too much going. So yeah, it should perfectly be our entry. So yeah, we're on track with this one. So we're anticipating all these levels. And the reason why I pick this particular leg is because number one, this is internal structure. And we have the high of the internal structure being taken and used to move higher. So we can be anticipating some kind of movement. But personally, this is the other block on higher something. But even as the other block is, I'm not expecting any movement below this particular leg because there is proper mitigation at least up to this level. And we can't pick the orange proper mitigation, but on daily it can just tap the level of this something on daily, and we can use it to move forward. So we are still in buys, still in buy. I'm still buying. We're going to have a lower time frame share anyway, but we can spot already that we have an MSS and we have a total soup on higher time frame. I mean on lower time frame before we have this MSS. So I'm expecting a closure above this particular leg on daily, but we're still going to have it and we're still going to study it. But we have an imbalance here, which lie perfectly with this entry. If we're going to take it, normally our something is supposed to be above this particular week high here. So, but nonetheless, We are good. I'm just good. Because I'm playing a statistical game. That's my own game. We are trading, but at the same time, I'm still playing game. That's it's numbers game. If you don't do it that way, there's no profit for you in trading. So we have this level being taken, we're being capitalized on. So this internal structure, there is a very much, I won't call it internal structure, but I'm going to just give it a mitigation block. But on daily, it is uh, we have, in fact, you can see it's like this one line perfectly on this level. You have a proper mitigation of this level. If we check on 1 hour, then I'm not expecting price to go below this low. So, but we have this internal structure here. I have this level here. This is, let's name it mitigation block. Let's give it mitigation block. So it's going to be mitigation block. Okay. So that will be our long term something. So let's pick this level here. Picking this particular level. Normally, if we want to do it, it's supposed to be onto this level. It's Wherever make it go below this low, I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting it to wait here and stop and move. No. Please, I'll be expecting it below this low here. So at least to get into this level. If peradventure we have this leg being taken out, then I'm expecting it at this level. But nonetheless, I'm not expecting this level to be taken out. So this will be 120, I guess. That'll give us perfect 1 to 5. So this will be our first level of trade that we'll be anticipating in the markets. And yeah, these two trades are one, but because of bigger range, we divide it into two. If the first part was taken, then all well and good. If the second part was taken, I just put it as 1 to 6. Yeah, but I prefer my 1 to 5. I'm okay with my 1 to 5. So we have this level here, and it's all good. Okay. So this will be our buy in the market. This will be our levels that I'll be buying from all these levels here. So this is our first level, second level, and third level. So let's try and see. Let's use this one to analyze. We've picked this trade again. It's 2 or 3, yeah, but it's okay over there. So let's pick our trades from this particular level. Let's erase all our notation. All these ones are gone. Let's use this to analyze our minor something. So here we have a turtle soup. We have a massive trade here. So don't be annoyed that the video is getting too long, but it's money we are talking about. I have to perform our due diligence. We are on a minor structure now. So that will be our turtle soup. And that's the total soup of that level. And we can see on lower time frame, don't forget on lower time frame, as you can see, there is it takes out this particular leg and take out this particular leg, and we have it give us some kind of reversal in the market. Then here automatically becomes minor strong guy. Don't forget minor strong guy, and then here becomes weekly. We have a shift. Even though we can't tag this leg as strong guy, just use this particular one as our strong guy in the market. Then you know, that's our strong guy. Then this particular leg is what give us our shift, give us a minor shift in the market process. So and here automatically becomes trend change. We got a flip around this area. So here becomes our trend change, minor TC, which is a structure break. So I talked about this particular level the other time. So here is a flip. If we check on lower time frame, we see the reason why it comes back to this particular level because we didn't study this leg yesterday, and until we have a proper confirmation of all these levels, then I'm not expecting any movement. Okay, so that's that about that in the market. But this particular leg, I can see it has been properly mitigated. So there's proper mitigation of this leg here. So I guess, but at least it's lie perfectly with our something, with the 50% of this range. So until can have some kind of movement in the market, but nonetheless, for minor something, I'll be taking this particular leg. Mind me, taking that leg as a mitigation block of this trend change here. Today is Friday, anything can happen anyway. Today is Friday. So we have proper mitigation of all these levels. Proper mitigation of all these levels in the market. But there is no proper mitigation of this leg yet. If we check on 5 minutes, we see what I'm saying clearly. And as we can see, we have this imbalance here. And this is 50% of our range. And anything can happen from that level. So we can be anticipating that price can still come down back into that level. Let's check if there is some kind of news today that we can capitalize on. Okay, so yeah, we have some high impact news coming around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Still have some medium level news coming. So personally, I'll be anticipating this mitigation block as still be expecting this level because I didn't trust this particular leg here. Again, we've moved to the right side of the market. And checking 1 hour, we have this power retracement plus is a massive imbalance if you have a gap. I'm still expecting that price can still come to and give us some kind of momentum. And if we check 4 hour, I talked about this particular leg on when we are analyzing. That's it, that block there. Today is Friday, anything can happen. So it's lined perfectly with that leg. And there is, if we check properly, see that's so that's PDA. We see that we have a little imbalance there. Okay. Check on 15 minutes. We see that even price is yet only this leg mitigate it, and we have this particular one. But nonetheless, everything is risk. We're still going to risk this level, no matter what. I will risk the leg. I don't care about this particular leg. Today is Friday. Going to keep the trade there. So it's a short position. So that's a very 28 pips something. We have this leg here. As you can see how to take it. So 28 plus 1,000. I'll give us some kind of 1 to 5 in the market. I check 1 hour, see 4 hour. Okay. One thing about my trading when it comes to this kind of something is I don't like using 1 to 3. Okay. Um, this is a risky trade. I would prefer 1 to 3 of this level because it's a reverse or something. So it's against our position. Is against our position. So I just go with 1 to 3. It's against our position. But if the markets have to shift in case I didn't come on time, because I'm immediately after this, I'm going to attend to my business. So before the reason why we are still picking this level is because we can still have some kind of reaction from all these levels into this particular level before we have a proper mitigation of all these legs. And yeah, this is a strong guy, and these are weak low or minor. So if this particular leg closes below this low, then we'll be taking out this other. But if it didn't close below it, we didn't close below this weak low, then automatically we'll still be holding on to this particular order in the market. So I'm anticipating this leg. If this particular leg comes down, closes below this weak low on 1 hour, then we will take out this sell order. But if it didn't close, then I'll be anticipating some kind of movement into this level before we go lower. Then this particular leg will be serving as what is it called? Some kind of um edging for this leg and this particular one here. Would have give it 1 to 5. But if it is going against my major direction, so I like to give it 1, 2, 3. So this will be our sub, provided this movement we are having did not close below this low, then this will be our sub. Be taking 1 to 3. And but if this particular leg closes below this low, then automatically we can be anticipating some kind of movement from here into the highs. Don't forget, we have other here. We have one other here. We have three others here. So we don't have to be worrying about it. But whatever makes the market to shift to the right side of the market with this particular leg that is creating, then we're taking this one out. Then we can still leave it because it's 1 to 3. Because this particular leg can give us some kind of reaction into the level, and this level can send it down to our daily order block. Daily is more influential than 4 hour, so it can drop price to itself. We can move from that particular level. So we have four orders in the market, one sell and three buy. But our sell is for hedging. That's one. And at the same time, it's just a risky market. Everything is risky. All price transaction, they are all risky. So we have zero expectations. We are just playing our numbers. So that'll be all for today. Have a profitable week and a reflective weekend. So all the trades might not be for today anyway, might be coming on Monday. We have high impact news on coming around 3 o'clock. So we can be expecting that this level is going to. So that'll be all. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.